For my classical conditioning assignment, I will be using my lizard for classical conditioning and my family friend's dog for operant conditioning. So for our classical conditioning, we'll be using a classic Pavlov's dogs experiment where my lizard here, Spiky, his unconditioned response would be to run over from wherever he is in the terrarium over to this corner where I will give him a little mealworm right here. The unconditioned stimulus is going to be the mealworm. The neutral stimulus is going to be this spray bottle, which I will shake, and he'll hear every time I'm going to give him a mealworm. And then, so doing the conditioning, he's going to assume that whenever I shake the bottle, he's going to get a mealworm. And the conditioned stimulus, which will eventually just be the spray bottle, will eventually make him sprint to the other side of the terrarium in hopes of getting a mealworm. So that's the end goal of this experiment. The first step is to grab our shaker bottle and then the worms. So every time I'm gonna shake the bottle and then I'm gonna use my tongs and then give him a mealworm. I'll shake it 5 times so he can really hear the sound, and then I'll give him a mealworm right after. Sorry, that was way more than 5. Oh my god. He missed the worm. Good boy. I think a better way to do this experiment actually would be to continuously shake the bottle while I'm giving him these worms so that he can associate the sound of the shaking with the eating of the worm. Okay, then we're gonna keep doing that. Okay. Okay, so he's starting to associate, the sound of the shaker with the mealworms. I'm not sure if it's working or not, but it's the start, and we're gonna try this experiment through the course of a couple days, and then we'll see if I really have successfully trained a response from him that I want. Through this experiment, through the first trial, we were shaking the bottle while he was eating the worm so that, he began to develop an association between the bottle, shaking of the calcium bottle, and the eating of mealworms. So every time, he heard the bottle, he would be eating a mealworm. So hopefully tomorrow we'll repeat the same experiment. He'll elicit a response when he hears the bottle. Okay, this is day 2 of classical conditioning with Spiky, my pet bearded dragon. We did this experiment yesterday, and we're gonna see if he will respond to the shaking of the sound of the bottle. He doesn't seem to have a very large response, which can't really see clearly on the phone. Okay, I think this is a little better. Okay, no response. Ready? Okay, so I think we might try this experiment a little differently. So instead of giving the mealworm directly to him, we're gonna put the mealworm in the bowl, and then when he sees the mealworm and he starts to go for it, I'll start shaking the bottle, which would make more sense. But he's got to move first, which is a problem. He sees the worm. Oh my goodness, he just missed the worm. Oh. Oh my god. So he's not hearing the sound and making an association. We'll put the camera like this so it's easier to comprehend. Let me get this new one out. So he sees it. Keep eating. Go. Go eat. He might not be hungry, which... Oh, he sees it. Okay. Oh, just let him. Just stay. He seems to be trying to distract you. Okay, he might be a little bit help, because he's not doing it now. No. So he still has the tongs. He still has the tongs are the worms. I think he's so I know he's able to distinguish whether or not something is inside or outside his cage, which is a little bit concerning. Because I have to help him. Just tap it. He's it. Keep it. Good boy. I know there's no one still buried in there, but we're gonna try with a new one here. Ready? So where's the bowl? He knows where's the bowl. So go for it. It's got locked. Go on. Go for it. Go for it. I wonder why he's not eating. Okay, let me try the bowl then. Okay, so this one's a fat one, actually. Okay, once he finds it, eats this last one, we're gonna take the dish. So, okay, I'm gonna help him again because he can't make so much time. Say hi, Spiky. It's his food bowl. He didn't really eat today for some reason. Hi. That's it for day 2. This is day 1 of operant conditioning with Coco the dog. We'll move this. So that's in frame. Okay. You see she's displaying signs of frustration. Good girl. Okay, so I'm rewarding her every time she comes close or jumps close to the thing. Come on. Good girl. You see she put her paw on it? That's displaying good behavior. We want that. No, no, no. No, Coco. There's other guests in the house, so we don't want the... Come on. Yeah, yeah. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. So now she's becoming... Good girl. Okay, now we're gonna move the treat up a little bit further. So instead of being at the edge, put over here. Yep. Yep. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. Come on. We'll try one more time. Good girl. So now she's learned that whenever I put the treat close to the seat here, she has to jump up in order to get the treat. Now we're going to make it so that she has to stay on the bench for a little while before she can get it. Good girl. At least 1 second is the rule here. Good girl. And now we'll make sure that whenever she goes up on the thing, we'll wait 2 seconds. 1, 2, good girl. Okay, again. Ready? No, no. 1, 2. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, last 2 treats. We're going to use these for 3 seconds, all right? Come on. Come on. 1, 2, no, 1. Go. 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 Good girl. Go, go. Good girl. Yo, good girl. So that was operant conditioning. Through trial and error, Coco learned that she will only get a treat if she puts her feet up on the bench here. And that is a successful trial.